Hey everyone. So I'm doing another unboxing. So I bought this Digimon card game tournament kit Vol.3. So pretty much this contains an assortment of 32 participation packs and 4 winners packs from the Double Diamond tournaments. So just a little bit of backstory before I begin. Here is the QR code or barcode from the store that received these. And then here's like the case identification number, but I taped them up because I don't want them to be doxxed. So technically these kits are not meant to be resold, but you can go online and you can buy the individual winners packs, the individual participation packs online. There's no problem with that. A lot of stores sell them. Like TCG Player sells them, eBay sells them. You can probably find them on Amazon. So you can buy the individual components of this kit, no problem. You can open up the packs. You can sell the cards inside them, no problem. So I don't think that there's any problem with buying this kit in particular. There's not many reviews or unboxings, I guess, unboxings of this kit. Probably because it isn't meant to be sold, but I consider it no more different than buying a booster box, where you're guaranteed 7 super rares and any 2 combinations of alternative arts and secrets. So pretty much I'm buying a bunch of booster packs in bulk, and I'm guaranteed to get hits from this box. Essentially, instead of just buying the individual cards, I'm buying everything in bulk. So I don't think that there's much of a difference between buying this kit versus buying 32 individual participation packs from Tournament Kit 3 and 4 winners packs. Essentially, I'm just buying the same thing. I'm saving money and I'm guaranteed hits. Okay, so when you open this, I mean, so you get 4 winners packs. There are 4 different cards that the winners pack could be comprised of. I'll get to this last. It's not showing too well on camera. Okay, there we go. Again, okay. So you can get Myrmon, which is a level 5. 5 cost to play, 1 cost to Digivolve, vanilla, 6,000. It's not that good of a card. The main benefit to playing this card... Oh, costs 2 to Digivolve. The main benefit to playing this card is that if you want to rush into a level 6, it's only 5 to hard play. So that's like the real benefit to this card. Aside from that, it's not anything too special. But again, if you want to rush into a level 6, hard play for 5, and then Digivolve after. It's going to save you a good amount of memory. I can't see too well. I'm just going to read it from... I'll just go into it after I open them, because these images are super small. So anyways, I'll open those last. I'm going to get into the bread and butter of this kit. So you get 32 of these participation packs. There are 32 different cards available. You get 32 packs. Each pack has 4 cards included, and they're all seeded packs. So if you open a red theme pack, you're going to get red cards. If you're opening a yellow theme pack, you're getting yellow cards. I think that this means that so there are 8 different variations on packs. What I think that this means is that I'm going to get 8 full playsets of each of the packs. That's what I'm assuming. And I'm assuming that I'm going to get each of the variation for the winners packs cards. But without further ado, I bought these packs because ever since BT07 Next Adventure was released, tamer prices have been crazy. So BT07 uses a lot of tamer synergies, so ever since then tamer prices have gone way up. Okay, so the first pack that I opened was this black pack. So you get the starter deck 5 Agumon with blocker, but again this is the alternate art. So all of these cards that are in these packs are alternate arts that you can only find in these packs. And then Greymon. I believe that the black... Oh, sorry about the glare. I figured out the way to hold these cards now. So the black pack comes with Tai Kamiya, I believe. 4-2 Greymon. Ooh, this card has Reboot. Metal Greymon. And then Tai Kamiya. This is like the special box. This is like the special winners pack art. So the tamers in the set have similar arts to box topper art, but they are slightly different for the tamers. So even if they are similar to box toppers, they are of course not identical because you can only get these arts from these packs. Okay, next pack. So anyways, I got these packs because tamer prices are getting insane. I wanted like a playset of some tamers, which would probably run me close to like $16 a playset, or perhaps almost like $30 a playset. So I figured, oh yeah, this box is cool. I found on eBay. Let's just buy this box instead. This costed me about $90, which is like a steal considering what tamer prices are right now. Gabumon. Garurumon. This is honestly one of the reasons why I bought this, because I wanted the Matt Ishida. Where Garurumon. Like, this card costs about $7 right now on TCG Player. If I can get like 4 of these, then that's like $28 worth of value alone. But, you know, this is like the alternate art, so, you know, give or take. This is like more valuable than the card that I originally intended to buy anyways. I can see that because of the glare, laying them out isn't going to work. So I'll just put all of them aside. Since there's only 8 different variations for these packs, I don't think that I'm going to go through each and every single pack. For example, if I've already shown like the purple variation, I won't show another purple variation because you can just tell what's in it. So this will save us some time. We have Biomon, Starter Deck 1 alternate art. We have Birdramon, BT2 alternate art. It looks a little bit like Zapdos in that card art. I mean, not Moltres. We have Garudamon. When this Digimon attacks the player, trigger draw 1. Okay. I thought that was draw 3 for a second. And then we have Sora Takenochi. So I've heard things about Sora Takenochi. Sora Takenochi is a really basic tamer. Um, she has a really easy to play effect that fits in a lot of decks. So it's just a general 2000 DP boost for a red Digimon. Um, Aside from that, I haven't looked too much into red decks at the moment. So I don't know how good she is in actual practice. And then Gomamon, Star Deck 2 alternate art, Ikakumon. Oh, also, I'm in the description. I'm going to link the resources about these cards so you can find out more about them in detail. If you should want to look at like their gallery instead of like watching this video to look at a specific card. Jokido. So this is an interesting include for blue hybrid decks right now. Personally, I don't think that Jokido is that good. But Jokido is good for builds that require a lot of tamers. Because a lot of decks right now are not running too many trash Digivolution card abilities. So arguably, the memory that you gain from Jokido is really little compared to memory setters, for example. But Jokido is good for the tamer count. Okay, you get Patamon. This card actually does see play. So it's on playability. Reveal 4 cards from the top of your deck. Add all yellow tamer cards among them to your hand. So it's similar to Bokumon, which reveals 5 cards and adds 1 tamer, 1 hybrid to your hand. Patamon reveals 4 and adds all yellow tamers to your hand. If you're playing this card, it's really, really good for a yellow base kind of deck, especially now that hybrids are really popular. So just fill your deck with a bunch of yellow tamers. You add all of them that you reveal in the top 4 to your hand. Angimon. If you have 4 or more security cards, gain 1 memory. Magna Angimon. TK Takaishi. So this card, I looked into it. It costs about $10 right now for this individual card. So this card is just like $10 of value. TK is really popular in yellow decks, especially now that hybrids are becoming really prevalent. TK is just a really nice memory setter, and a lot of decks benefit from having a memory setter. And then you also get the option to manipulate your security stack, add a card to your hand, put a card into your security stack. So if it's not like a good security card to have, you just put it in your hand. Or if it's a card that you need to play soon, you just put it into your hand, and then you replace your security card that you took out with something perhaps better for the moment. So this is a different yellow pack. There are, of course, 8 packs, and there's only 6 different colors, aside from white. So there's like 6 different colors: red, blue, yellow, green, black, purple. But there's 8 packs, so there are 2 yellows, and I believe 2 blues. Okay, so this is the alternative yellow. So you got a Salamon. This card also sees a lot of play. This is pretty useful. You have Gatomon. This card doesn't see as much play. You have Anjiwomon. So this is like a vanilla 10,000 DP card. I don't think that I love this card. It does have Archangel in its trait. So it, or Digitype. So it is useful for upcoming Archangel synergies. Especially in Starter Deck 9, where there's like Archangel synergy. Kari Kamiya. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory. So Kari is good. Kari doesn't see that much play, but I can definitely see potential for Kari. Especially if you're playing yellow and then you have security stack manipulation. That if you just lower your security stack by trashing them or by rearranging them in specific ways, I can see Kari having potential. But she doesn't have too much potential. I mean, doesn't have too much play. People don't really use her that much. So I think this is the next red one. No, wait, no. I was wrong. I didn't get green yet. This is green. I might be wrong too. No, it's not two blues. It's not 2 reds. It's 2 greens. That's what it was. Okay, you get Tentomon. This is the Starter Deck 4 alternate art. So this is good for card draw, especially if you're playing green, mono green. If you aren't playing mono green, that card is iffy. Kabuterimon. What's nice is the 1 Digivolve cost, but honestly, the Kabuterimon blocker from Starter Deck 4 also has a 1 Digivolve cost and a 5 cost to play. I believe 5 costs. It could also be 6. But anyways, the 1 Digivolve cost from Starter Deck 4, Kabuterimon, sees a lot more play because it has the blocker ability. This card does not see as much play unless you're playing like a specific build, but that's like all cards in general. If they're good if you play them in specific builds, but the blocker one is more preferred generally. Mega Kabuterimon. I do like the card art. And then you get Izzy Azumi. If you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play, you can suspend this tamer to reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Digimon card, add it to your hand, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. So, since these packs have been sequential, you can't really see the Agumon, but that Agumon's over there. So you have a black, purple, 2 yellows, red, blue, green. I'm going to assume that the next pack that I open is the other green pack. It makes sense that these stacks are seeded, but I didn't expect them to be in a specific order. Because technically, if you're a tournament organizer, then you know what the order is before even like divvying the packs. So you know that the 8th pack in is this green pack, the 7th pack in is this green pack, etc. So this pack is really dependent, or it specializes in synergy in getting the next level Digimon from your deck. So Palmon, when you play it, you reveal 3 cards, add 1 level 4 Digimon card to your hand. It's level 3, it adds level 4 to your hand on play. Togemon, When digivolving, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 level 5 or higher Digimon card among them to your hand. So it's level 4 that gets you a level 5 or higher. So this is a pretty nice way to just quickly level up your Digimon from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Then Lilymon, level 5. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 level 6 or higher Digimon card among them to your hand. So with Togemon, you only add 3. With Palmon, you reveal 3. With Palmon, you reveal 3. With Lilymon, you reveal 5. But that's because Togemon, you can add a level 5 or higher. With Lilymon, it has that extra restriction of only adding a level 6 or higher. And then Mimi Tachikawa. Okay, this card was also one of the cards that I really wanted to get. I was going to buy her online. Actually, I did bid on her online. Lost that bid. Found another listing. Bidded on her for like a higher price than I would like to admit. But I already bidded. The auction is going to end in a couple days. I bidded before I bought this whole tournament kit. So, anyways, if I win, I still have to pay. That kind of sucks. But I made a commitment when I bid. Mimi Tachikawa. You can find one of these cards for about $7 right now, I believe. So this is a really nice memory setter. I wanted to make a green deck, but these tamers are expensive. That's why I bought this tournament kit. So I opened all the variations. So I think that would be a waste of time if I showed you the variations again. Okay, I think that these are in the same order, because the first pack I opened was black, and then after those 8 packs I opened another black. Okay. I didn't highlight this enough, but that Agumon does see play in blocker decks for black, because it's a 3-cost Digimon, 0 to Digivolve as usual, but it does come with blocker. So for the cheap cost of 3, to hard play it, you can have an extra blocker on your field for the next turn. That's pretty efficient. Okay, you have Gabumon, the purple pack again. So black, purple, I believe red, then blue. So I'm just opening these to confirm my suspicions that I am getting indeed 4 playsets of each. And as I open these and they're in the same order, my suspicions are getting more confirmed. Red. Then I assume this one's blue. Yep, it's blue. I don't even need scissors. These packs are just a lot easier to open than regular booster packs. I'm assuming because they only have 4 cards in them, so they're not like cramped. They're not like crammed to the point where you struggle opening them. So you have the blue pack, and then you have this first yellow with a Patamon. Sorry for wasting your time opening these cards. If you are excited to watch what the winner pack cards are, I'll, of course, put a link in the video so they can skip right ahead if you don't want to rewatch me opening these packs. Then now you have this Salamon yellow pack. They are all in the same order. Salamon yellow pack. And then you have this Tentomon, and then you would have this Palmon, if I'm correct, these cards, these packs are not only seeded for you to have 4 of them each in the box, but they're also in a specific order. So the tournament organizer can tell what these packs are when they're divvying them up, if they know the order, of course. Okay, that's the Tentomon one. And then the Palmon. Like, admittedly, I am also very excited about this Lilymon card. I do have the starter deck for Lilymon. I actually have several because I bought like a couple of those decks. More info on that later, wink. And then, of course, Mimi. So, honestly, I'm excited about this Lilymon. I want to use the alternate art one, and it looks like I'm getting a full playset of it. The alternate art I prefer more so than the starter deck art, and since I'm getting what I think is 4, I may as well just use the alternate art one. Admittedly, this is not my only tournament kit that I bought. So I bought this kit for about $90 after tax. Not, like, it may have been a little bit over 90 because of tax. But because this is such a good deal on Tamers, I was looking on eBay and there were some more tournament kit volume 3s for sale. So I bought like 5 more. So I am currently the proud owner of 1 tournament kit volume 3, but soon to be I will be the owner of 1 opened tournament kit volume 3, and then 5 sealed tournament kit volume 3s. Because honestly, these Tamers are so expensive that for pretty much the price of the Tamers, I am making more value and I'm saving more money by just buying these tournament kits than I am actually buying the actual Tamers, which admittedly is the case in opening booster boxes in general. Why get individual booster packs for like $3 to $4 online if you can buy like a booster box and get yourself guaranteed value in the promise of 7 super rares and a combination of 2 alternate arts / secret rares. Essentially, this is what it is. I'm buying in bulk and I'm getting a discount on top of buying in bulk, and I am getting some guaranteed pulls. It's technically not a pull because I know exactly what I'm getting. So essentially, I'm buying a playset of all 32 cards in bulk. So if you can buy these cards individually, essentially I'm buying all 32 of these cards in bulk times 4. And they're sealed. So I know that their condition is pretty good. They're not like heavily played or anything, but they have good condition because I'm opening them. So honestly, I think that this was such an insane deal. I want to pick some up. Also, there's a reason why I bought more tournament kits. Well, one is that I wanted to get extra Tamers on hand. I didn't want to just have 1 green deck, 1 yellow deck. I need the extra Tamers anyways, because some Tamers in this are just so essential to deck construction that you're probably, if you're playing green, you're probably, if you're using Mimi, of course, you're probably going to be using a full playset of Mimi, or maybe like 3 Mimis. You're probably not going to use 2 or less Mimis, so if I'm making green decks, I'm going to need the extra Mimi Tachikawas. And of course, TK Takaishi, the memory setter TK Takaishi for yellow, is such an important card for yellow, and so is Matt Ashita. They're such important cards for their deck builds that you're probably going to run 3 or 4 of them. So if I want to make multiple decks, I'm going to need multiple playsets anyways. And even considering the low point, the low price point of these tamers, not just like their inflated price point after the release of BT07, but like their consistent low price points, this was honestly a good deal. Even if like these tamers were not $7, $8, $10, if they were just like $2, $3, then it's still really cheap if you consider it. You get like 32 tamers. If you consider each tamer to be $2 to $3, like you're getting somewhere between $60 to $90 worth of value. I paid $90 for this, but you're also getting like the alternate art version. So that's like a little extra bang for your buck there. And you're getting alternate art 24 other cards. Some of them do see play. Like I see that Lolymon from earlier, the Palmon, the Togemon. Like that Palmon set has a bunch of essential cards that see play. The yellow cards, like Patamon, Salamon, see play a lot. Agumon, this blocker Agumon, you can't really see because of the face camera, I'll move it over here. This Agumon blocker sees a lot of play too. So, while you are getting 32 tamers, not necessarily all of the tamers that you get see a lot of play, but you are getting a lot of like these Digimon cards. There's no Digitama. You're getting these Digimon cards that see a lot of play too, and they're alternate art. So I think that this was an absolutely fantastic deal. And of course the last Palmon playset. So since that, I opened these 32 participation packs, and I have confirmed that I'm getting 8 playsets of each. I mean, not 8. 4 playsets of each of the 8 variations. I can only surmise that I'm going to get each of the 4 individual cards from the winner packs. And I wonder if they're in the same order, because like these cards were in a specific order, so I wonder if it's like Sirenmon, Gardromon, XVmon, Stingmon in that order, because this would kind of that would be insane. I hope that there's like a good chance that they're going to be in the same order, but let's find out. No, I got Stingmon. So I don't know, it's possible that it's in like the reverse order of the listing. So this card, I believe, has a variation from DigiFest or some other event, but I think it was DigiFest. And this card is really highly valued monetarily. Of course, the Tournament Kit Volume 3 Stingmon Winners Pack is also really highly valued. I can't remember the exact price, but like all the other cards in this video, I'll probably list their price. So that was Stingmon, so I think that this would be XVmon. Yes, this is XVmon. Like Stingmon, XVmon also sees a lot of value. You can just get... again, these cards are not exclusive printings. I mean, they're not exclusive promos. They are reprintings of cards that are currently released. The Stingmon was from BT3. This XVmon is from BT3. So, of course, you can play them for much cheaper if you don't get the alternate art. But these alternate arts are very, very highly priced in comparison to their regular counterpart. So you get this XVmon. Unsuspend one of your level 4 or lower Digimon. This is, again, also really highly priced. I think that this one's about $8 to $11. XVmon is the highest price card, not only in the winner's pack, but it's even higher price than TK Takaishi in this whole kit, which is like the highest price participation pack card. XVmon is like up there, I think. I could be remembering wrong, but again, I'm putting the prices in the description or in the actual video. Gardramon. So it's a pretty nice 5/2 level 4 blocker, 7,000 DP. Its drawback, it can't attack, but you're mostly using this for blocking. Again, I'm not a huge fan of this level of this 2-cost Digivolve cost when there are 1-cost Digivolve blockers available. But the upside is, of course, the 7,000 DP, the hard play of 5. It's not my favorite blocker for black. But if you're playing a blocker heavy black build, I'm also considering making a black blocker build where I just throw in a bunch of blockers, a bunch of Tai Kamiyas. Okay. So Sirenmon. It's a hard play cost of 5, which is pretty good for a level 5. Digivolve on top of level 4 too, which is okay. There are cards that Digivolve on top of level 4 for that amount. It is a Shaman. There's not much Shaman support. 6,000 DP, which is honestly pretty mediocre, especially considering that's a vanilla card. This card is the cheapest of all of the 4 winner packs cards. Like, this card is 6,000 DP, vanilla, doesn't have much going for it in terms of Shaman synergy. Its DP cost is really low. But what it does have going for it is that it only costs 5 to hard play a level 5. Again, if you're playing a yellow deck and you're running a good amount of level 6s, you can just play this card for 5, and then, like, if you have enough memory, or you can wait the turn after, Digivolve your level 6 on top of it. It's still cheaper considerably than hard playing a level 6, which usually costs like 10, 11, 12, 13 memory. So you're saving a decent amount of memory by hard playing this for 5. But outside of hard playing this for 5, Digivolving into a level 6 later, I don't see much use out of a level 5 6,000 DP that Digivolves for 2. The real priority here, the real benefit of this card, is the 5 play cost memory. So yeah, that's my unboxing of the Tournament Kit Volume 3. Again, I think that Tai Kamiya's really good for a blocker-based black deck. Again, that's where Gardramon can fit into usage. Agumon has blocker. Greymon, it gives a Digimon jamming if it has reboot, which then digivolves into Melogreymon, which has reboot, so then it gets jamming, and you can see that these packs were made with specific synergies in mind. So this is like the blocker pack. This, of course, is the reveal cards from your deck. Add a Digimon that's higher level than it pack. Gomamon, let's see what this was. This is just, okay, 2 vanilla cards, so I can't really say much. But Ikakumon, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. When one of your opponent's Digivolution cards is trash, you gain 1 memory. So this is kind of the trash Digivolution card pack, but there's only really 2 cards that do that. So I'm hard pressed to say that that's what that pack is. So this is kind of like an aggro pack. When it attacks a player, it gets 4,000 plus DP for the turn. When it attacks, you draw 1. When you suspend, you add 2,000 DP. So this is kind of aggro focused. Okay. So Salamon, again, recovery. If you have 3 or fewer security cards. Gatomon, it's nice for its ability, but it doesn't really fit in a lot of decks. Anjiwomon is a 7/3 level 5 10,000 DP vanilla. It doesn't have much usage, but it is an Archangel. So if you are making an Archangel deck following Starter Deck 9, then you might include Anjiwomon, but again, it is vanilla. It doesn't have a lot of usability. Kari Kamiya, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory. So the yellow Kari Kamiya doesn't actually see a lot of play in yellow decks. There is a purple Kari Kamiya that is dependent on your security stack also. When your security stack is reduced, gain 1 memory. And that one sees a lot more play than the yellow Kari Kamiya. Because yellow has a bunch of memory manipulation, security stack manipulation, but it just goes really well by reducing your own security stack gaining memory, reducing your security stack gaining memory. This Kari Kamiya that is dependent on you having 3 or fewer security cards does fit in some decks, but the purple one that doesn't care about security card counts, just as long as it's lowered, fits in a lot more decks. Oh, also it's all turns for that Kari Kamiya, the purple one. This yellow one only is on your turn. Patamon, pretty good, especially now that yellow hybrids are becoming more popular. They're going to be really popular from BT07 until BT09. It's just like a really long time that yellow hybrids are really popular. So this is an interesting and very useful include for yellow hybrid decks. You get Anjiwomon. Again, it's an angel, so it fits into the ST9 angel, archangel synergy. Magna Anjimon, archangel, again, fits into the synergy. Not much that I can say about it. TK Takaishi, memory setter, security stack manipulation. This also triggers effects that whenever your security stack is reduced, because you add 1 card from security stack to your hand, so it is reduced momentarily. And although you do have to although you can recover +1, although the security stack remains fundamentally the same number, You did reduce it at one point, and so effects that rely on you reducing your security stack are procced. So Gabumon. This is a pretty nice card all around. Draw 2, trash 1, so you can cycle through your hand if you have bad cards. I would imagine that this card would be really good in a yellow and purple hybrid deck, where purple is the base, yellow is like level 5s and 6s. But if purple is the base and you keep trashing your cards, this would work really well with Susanomon, which relies on 10 tamers and or hybrids in your trash. Then you just keep trashing them. Essentially, your trash becomes playable cards. Matt Ishida. I'm really excited about Matt Ishida. I'm building a mono purple rush deck. I'll put a link to that in the description. But I think that Matt Ishida would be really useful. He's definitely one of the main reasons why I bought this tournament kit, because he's expensive on TCG Player. Okay, this again is really useful for a... Oh, I didn't realize that my camera was slightly tilted. That's why my cards were always too much to the left. Okay, so this card is useful for a mono green deck. If it's not mono green, this card might be a dud in your deck. You need to draw a green card specifically, and on top of that, it has to be specifically a Digimon card. So if it's an option or if it's a tamer, it doesn't really work that well. And if you're playing 2 or more colors, not only are you reducing the chance of you getting a green Digimon card, but I mean, I'm not saying that correctly. You're not helping yourself out by including more colors in your deck, is what I'm getting at. And this also really helps if you are playing Digimon focus cards. Digimon focus builds. This isn't that useful. Again, I prefer the blocker Kabuterimon from Starter Deck 4 more. Mega Kabuterimon. Again, I don't think that this is too useful of a card. Now, potentially, it does have use. This is not a once per turn effect. So if you can Digivolve this into a level 6 Digimon, and then keep unsuspending it, I can see some usability where you keep gaining more memory, but by that point, you probably don't need that much memory. Izzy Azumi. This isn't one of those cards that I was focused on getting, but I think that just because it's a green tamer card, it would be useful for green hybrid. But yeah, that is my unboxing. I'm going to, of course, include links in the description, so check those out. My purple Rookie Rush deck, the card gallery for all of these cards will all be in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys later.